I would like to congratulate India on landing on the dark side of the moon. I would also like to now invite India to return the £2.3 billion foreign aid money that we sent them between 2016 and 2021. We're also set to give them £57 million next year, but I think the British taxpayer should keep hold of that, don't you? We should not be giving money to countries with a space programme. As a rule, if you can afford to fire a rocket at the dark side of the moon, you shouldn't be coming to us with your hand out. India reportedly has 229 million people living in poverty. According to the UN, it's the highest number anywhere in the world. It's also the fifth largest economy in the world, with an annual GDP of around $3.75 trillion. Why are we paying to help poverty-stricken Indians when their own government won't bother? And while we're at it, we give China around £48 million back in 2022, down from the cool 82 million quid we gave them the year before. China is the second largest economy in the world, and the moon appears to be a theme in foreign aid, because China, which also has a space programme, was looking at creating a giant fake moon to hover over crops at night, brightening the sky and boosting crop production. If you're doing stuff like that, you don't need foreign aid. And that's before we talk about what they did to the world regarding COVID. We've given foreign aid to Syria, although we had to rein that in when it turned out that some of it was going directly to terrorist organisations who want to kill us. Afghanistan, now under total control of the Taliban, reportedly got £187 million a couple of years ago. Another £128 million went to Pakistan. And there are serious concerns that that has found its way into the hands of terror cells over there, which would not be massively unlikely, considering actual Osama bin Laden managed to live for years just next door to Pakistan's main military base. There have been more surreal examples of foreign aid wastage. Several £1 million of our money went to supporting the Ethiopian Spice Girls, Yagna. There are even reports suggesting that we once parted with 25 million quid for Kenyan rainmakers to predict the weather by watching ants, £2.5 million to help cut red tape in Serbia, £11.3 million to promote solar and green energy in Nigeria, while simultaneously giving them another £19.5 million to promote their oil industry. Our overall foreign aid budget will be somewhere in the region of between 11 and 12 billion quid. Just think about where all of this money could be spent here in Britain. As drivers from Tuesday face paying an additional ULEZ charge, our economic growth has stagnated, we don't have enough houses, prisons, doctors, nurses, teachers, or the facilities for any of those professions. This is a slap in the face for taxpayers. The world is laughing at Britain over this, and the British government is laughing at us.